Okay, now that we have these angles, let's find these two other angles. For example, 90 degree. You know that this is actually 90 degree. So I have my 90 degree here. For this angle, if you want to find the sine of this angle, if it was here, you would draw perpendicular. If it was here, you would draw perpendicular here. Now it's already here. It's on top, in here actually, right? So when you draw perpendicular, it's going to just meet it in here. And what is this number? It's actually 1. So the sine of 90 equals 1. So sine of 90, we can see that equals 1. And now if you draw perpendicular from here, which is the end of sine of 90, if you draw perpendicular to the cosine, it's going to meet it at the origin, which is 0, origin of this. Yeah. So this is also 0. And now let's find the sine and cosine of 180, which in this case, actually, I'm going to show the 180 to you. This would be the 180 angle. So it is like this. So this angle 180, of course, is meeting the circle in here, and I draw perpendicular from here to the sine. If I draw perpendicular here, it's going to meet it in 0. So the sine of 180 equals 0. And in the other hand, if I draw perpendicular to cosine from here, I just draw perpendicular to cosine here, it's going to meet actually the cosine in the negative 1. So this is the cosine of 180, which is actually negative 1. So these are some famous angles that we have. Of course, you can easily find the other angles, the whole thing in here and the whole circle, but you can find the rest of them on your own. It's very easy. Make sure you repeat everything for yourself and you know what is going on and you prove it for you. So this is important that you know the reasons. This is actually math. This is called math is about analyzing. It's not about picking up the numbers from a from a table and then substituting it in your formula or using calculators. That's not math. Math is about analyzing it and discovering it for yourself, finding it for yourself. And I just want to remind you how we did this, a quick reminder. When, for example, for this part, remember we first got 1 over radical 2, but we have to rationalize it. And you remember when you say there should not be a in order to have a rational number, you should not have a square root in the bottom at the denominator. You should not have a square root. So you get rid of it by multiplying this fraction in this, which is 1, which is really not making any difference, and therefore the answer would be radical 2 over 2. Yeah, because this one would be 2, multiplication of this. Yeah, so you remember these things. These are very easy, and these are, you can clearly see them. So now that you know these angles, I will try to give you these angles in the physics problems, and I like you to know and solve physics problems, especially the ones related to vectors or the ones related to work and energy. There's certain different problems in physics that you need these. I hope that you can actually use them from your own knowledge.